we're gonna blow up the whole entire board. So after this long, agonizing match, you've seen enough. Amalia blows up the board. How wonderful is that? Voice of the Blessed stays because of the indestructible. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with Man, and today we've got a juicer for you. Before we get into the deck, make sure to leave a like. The button looks just like this, helps out the channel tremendously, and I greatly appreciate it. Let's go ahead and dive right in. We got not a bug's life, it's a bat's life. Of course, we got the Aclazotz Deepest Betrayal. Very, very grindy of a deck, but I really like this, especially because it can come back. The lifelink helps out with mono red and like Boros, kind of aggressive decks, but this persistent threat, whenever it attacks, you draw a card. Very, very nice. And just having it come back, and it's a bat god. How cool can that be? We got the Ruin-Lurker Bat, of course. Flying lifelink at the beginning of your end step. If you descend this turn, scry 1. How do we descend? Well, there's two ways. First way is Amalia. We can also, whenever you explore, you have the option. If it's a non-land, it goes into your hand. But if it's not, you get to just put it into your graveyard. It doesn't come up a whole lot, but that is one way. And we also have Liliana, +1, discards a card. Everyone discards a card, so we can descend that way. So we got the Deep-Cavern Bat as well. It's the flying lifelink, and you just get to snatch something until it dies, but hopefully it doesn't. What I really like about these bats is they have lifelink, which makes sense because they're bats. But how can we really benefit from that? The Lunarch Veteran and the Sadistic Pilgrim both gives us life every single time we enter the battlefield, so that's really nice. And they also get lifelink when they attack in the air, and they're in the air, so usually there's like, in the air don't care. There's not usually a blocker, so there's another way of gaining life. So we're exploring every single time that, and we have the Voice of the Blessed. So whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on it. It pretty much just gets big and huge, and life is good. Now the only thing that is a little bit weird with the Voice of the Blessed, it is 2 white, and then the Liliana is 2 black. So there are certain scenarios where the mana base gets a little bit shaky, so that's actually why I'm running Thran Portal. We have all of the double Orzhov color lands here, but I still think you need a little bit more for that consistency factor. So that's the reason why I am running Thran Portal. Plus, the paying the life to use the portal, not that big of a deal because we have so much lifelink anyway, but that's neither here nor there. We got the Gumdrop Poisoner because a little lifelink, and it does come in as removal as well. Shelly, because Shelly just gains life and just does Shelly things, so why not? But this is basically the deck here. We're going to use Amalia, buff her up. We're going to get the Voice of the Blessed, bless this puppy up, bless our whole deck. We got the bats and Aclazotz, the bat god. What else more can you like? Consider joining the channel. Really help me out as a content creator. And get ready to subscribe if you have not already. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Thoughts, how we doing here? Okay, so this is not really the greatest hand. I'm a little too stubborn to mulligan because, again, this little swamp, yeah, it's not great here, but we can take a slow approach, and never mind. Slow approach be damned. We get the plains, and now we can go for our Lunarch Veteran, go in for Amalia, and things will be okay. So, no worries there. Let's drop our Lunarch Veteran, and we're fine. Turn 3 with the Shattered Sanctum. We don't need to miss those. We got Liliana turn 3. We're fine. So we got Lunarch Veteran. Let's see, they are playing green, so I don't see a green card yet, so that's kind of interesting. Warden of the Sky. Yeah, I mean, this Warden of the Inner Sky has really proven to be really, really good. I was not a fan when it first came out, but it is really showing me up here. The Warden of the Sky is an absolute powerhouse, but let's go to use Amalia, and the Explorer is always nice. I'm actually going to keep the Deep-Cavern Bat. I don't know, I mean, I definitely going to want to go for Liliana of the Veil, but we can drop the Cavern Bat and the Ruin-Lurker Bat as protection, because if we can't protect Liliana, we're going to be wanting to set up the discard stuff, because the sacrifice ability is not that good right now, because they're just going to sacrifice the Lunarch Veteran, it's going to come back, so Liliana's a little shaky right now. Plus, both of the bats do have lifelink, so it does help Amalia out. So another Lunarch Veteran, hopefully, unless they're playing Abzan, I don't think they're going to really be able to have Amalia, so that's kind of nice. Warden of the Inner Sky doing its thing, 3/4. If they were tapped out, it would be maybe worth it to double block, but it's neither here nor there. Plus, if they have, like, Tamio's safekeeping or something like that, because I don't know what else they'd be running green for. So let's go for the Deep-Cavern Bat. Let's not speculate. With the Deep-Cavern Bat, we're going to gain some life with Amalia. So let's grab, oh, the Brutal Cathar, that's perfect. Let's go ahead and grab you. A little surprised that they did not go for Brutal Cathar on the Amalia, but I guess we'll just go ahead and go for the Ruin-Lurker Bat. Feels pretty good, especially because we do get to do... Ooh, Shelly, let's go ahead and keep that. But what I really like about exploring is the Ruin-Lurker Bat. If we do that, the Ruin-Lurker Bat lets us, if we descend. But we already have the descend, and we've got a Shelly, so it's fine. And let's see what I'm assuming they're not going to block. I don't think they really are keen on chump blocking here. And because we do have the double bat combo, every single time they swing in, we also get the lifelink triggers, and then we get Shelly next turn. I mean, things are looking pretty gosh darn good. All right, down to 17. Yeah, I'm liking where we're sitting here. They only have one, so they're effectively in top deck mode as well. But if they do have the Warden of the Inner Sky, I wonder what their top, like, what are they scrying for? Because, I mean, Warden of the Inner Sky should be kind of helping out their draws, but they're not really doing anything, so that's kind of strange. They finally do get into a Vigilance here. I think it has Flying Vigilance, or what does this have? It's a 4/5. Yeah, okay. So it has it, yeah, okay. Flying and Vigilance. Yep, okay. Do I want to chump block with the Ruin-Lurker Bat? I guess, man, not really. We could, but I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. Not yet. I don't think we're really ready for that yet. Let's go for Shelly, especially because, like I said, if we do explore, and from Amalia, it's not. Yeah, I'd rather not, because the Ruin-Lurker Bat can, if we explore. I mean, I can't talk today. If the Ruin-Lurker Bat could help us scry if we explore with Amalia and put it into the graveyard. There we go. But from right now, I think we're just going to sit pretty. I think we're going to sit pretty. Shelly's going to allow us to get some extra life gain. It does kind of stabilize the board for us here, so. And double bats feel pretty good. If they didn't have the Warden of the Inner Sky, we'd be looking really good. The only thing I'm a little bit nervous about is, like, the Skrelv. Obviously, if they get this thing big enough, and we don't find any spot removal, it's going to get a little weird. Because they're going to get really big, and then Skrelv's going to be able to make it unblockable. But we do have two different colors. We got a white bat and a black bat, so I guess we'll take this for now. And eventually I am going to want to set up for Liliana. So there's Thalia. I don't really care about Thalia too much, unless we draw into, like, another, like, creature of some sort. But the nice thing about Liliana, another land, which we don't love. Let's go ahead and gain some life with Shelly. And the Amalia Shelly connection is live. Ooh, Lunarch Veteran is actually really good. Let's actually put Lunarch Veteran away. Because, yeah, we might as well do that. The Ruin-Lurker Bat does get the Descend creature off. And I think I definitely want to just go for the Luminous Phantom instead of the Liliana. Because, like, what does Liliana do? We can discard with Liliana. That does activate the Ruin-Lurker Bat. But that's not really that good, because Liliana, they just sacrifice, and we actually give them a little bit more gas with that, because they have the Lunarch Veteran that can fly. So Liliana is, like, kind of dead right now. Kind of unfortunate. I think I can swing with Shelly. The Thalia is not blocking, and I don't think they're going to trade the Warden of the Sky. I really want to get this Warden out of the dang sky, that's for sure. But it is called Warden of the Inner Sky, so I guess that's kind of, we're going to have to deal with that. No way they're blocking here. So, I mean, this is a kind of an interesting little match, and we do get the Ruin-Lurker Bat. Scry, not Surveil, Scry. Let's put a Liliana. We've already got one Liliana, and I don't really like her right now, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. Would be nice if the Ruin-Lurker did Surveil, just in case we got another Luminous Phantom. That'd be kind of nice. And a Copper Coat Vanguard. So, obviously, with the Warden of the Inner Sky, they are searching, so it is fixing up their draws as well. And we have a lot of land. But if we can just draw into more creatures, I think we can probably outpace them. And eventually Amalia is going to get into the 2020. And then we're going to be able to blow up the board, which would be absolutely amazing. So I have to make a decision. Do I want to block with the Ruin-Lurker Bat? We get the lifelink, and we get the Luminous Phantom. It is tempting, because we can't take this forever. I mean, we have to do that eventually. And eventually Skrelv is going to be able to just block us out too. So, I don't know. I think we're going to probably do it, or maybe one more turn. I don't know if they're, like, aware of the Skrelv. Plus, if they call white with the Skrelv, we can go for Deep-Cavern Bat. So let's let them attack one more time. Because we definitely have different ways that we can do that. So plus we gain life. I think we can afford one more time with that. So Amalia goes off, and Voice of the Blessed. I definitely want the Voice of the Blessed. I am not going to put it into the graveyard, even though the Ruin-Lurker Bat does go along with that. I think, well, the Duress is pretty useless, but I think we're just going to go for Liliana of the Veil. I think we're just going to do that. Yeah, let's go for Liliana. It's just sitting here. We have no other play. The Duress is dead. And I think we're just going to discard our own thing. Just kind of build it up. There's a little cute little Ruin-Lurker Bat. Let's just discard the Thran Portal. The Thran Portal has us deal life, so whatever. Let's just get rid of that.
Don't overthink.
No point in playing the Duress, so maybe they can just kind of think that we have, like, a go for the throat or something like that, but I don't know. Kind of a weird little gridlock, but I'm enjoying it. I'm going to swing with the Shelly. I think we still want to be a little bit of aggressive. We can still swing in safely. The Thalia and the Copperco Vanguard, they can't really do anything like that. Take him down to 13, 13. And Ruin-Lurker Bat. Yeah, we already decided that we were keeping the Voice of the Blessed. If we can get the Voice of the Blessed up to... how many counters does it need? Like 10 or something? It can have like Indestructible, Flying Vigilance or whatever, but that's going to be the long-term play. So this is definitely an interesting match. Warden of the Inner Sky. We need some spot removal too, though. Like, maybe if I should like kind of search out for some spot removal, but eventually Liliana will be able to -6. So let's see if they take the Warden of the Inner Sky and swing in on Liliana, or they might just ignore him. Lunarch Veteran. Oh, yep. Let's see if they take Skrelv, because I am a little nervous. If they take Skrelv and make it unblockable, we're not going to be able to chump block with the Ruin-Lurker Bat and get the double Phantom Lifelink bumps either. Okay, so they go in for Liliana rather than my face. So let's see if they're going to use Skrelv. And they are going to use Skrelv. They tapped for the mana. They did do it, so I'm assuming that is going to be their play. And let's see. I mean, I do have the Deep-Cavern Bat, but I don't want to give them the Brutal Cathar, obviously, so I'm not going to chump block with the Cavern Bat. I think we're just going to say adios, Liliana. Sorry.
I'll be back with friends.
Not that big of a deal. Like I said, now that we have the Voice of the Blessed, we can still do this. And every single turn, it's going to take a very, very long turn. It's going to take a very, very long time. But eventually, this Amalia and this Voice of the Blessed will be able to... We're getting kind of flooded here. But again, yeah, we got really flooded. But that's kind of the nice thing about Amalia is we do draw through our lands. So we can't just draw lands forever. Eventually, we will be able to get into something kind of cool. I would love to be able to play some more creatures here, but we just don't have any. Duress is dead. The caves are really no good, but we're still sitting okay. Still at 16 life, so I don't really have to worry about a Warden of the Sky. And I think I still want to swing with Shelly. It is getting to a point where if they get more wide than me, I still don't really love the Shelly. Put down like one more Copperco Vanguard. I think at that point I will stop swinging in with the Shelly, because if they just kind of swing all in, it will get a little messy, especially with Warden of the Inner Sky. But like I said, this way we still take him pressure with the Shelly, so I kind of like that. And this is going to be a really, really funny match. Ooh, they're coming down with a bit of a cold, but the show must go on, baby. Must go on. All right, so the Voice of the Blessed, obviously, I mean, ooh, Sanguine Evangelist. Okay, that's not that big of a deal. Got more flyers, so now our flyers are kind of a little bit more of a moot point. Let's see if they swing with the Warden of the Inner Sky. Eventually, I'm going to have to give them the Deep-Cavern Bat if that's their plan. But eventually, the Voice of the Blessed can also fly. I just don't know if we're going to beat them through the air like that. Definitely decisions to be made. So I'm assuming they're going to want to like tap and do some like scry action as well. Here we go. 10-9. And they put that on my face. Like I said, we can always block with the Deep-Cavern Bat once we get into trouble. Do we want to, though, is the question. I mean, 10 damage is a lot, but if I give him the Brutal Cathar, it kind of just ruins us a little bit. I'm going to do it. This way we do get the pings from the Lifelink and the Luminous Phantom. So I really need to search. I can't afford to draw nothing this turn. So let's go ahead and use Amalia. So I would have top decked Amalia. I would have been pretty gosh darn mad. And another land. Like, this is crazy. We're digging deep into our deck here with nothing to play. So we got the Gumdrop Poisoner. That is good. That's finally something that we can play in another land. Restless Fortress. Restless Fortress is actually okay. I mean, it is better than any other land. So, well, let's go for the Gumdrop Poisoner. The only problem here is I want to get rid of that Skrelv. If we get rid of the Skrelv, they can't swing in unscathed anymore. So I guess we'll just go for the Gumdrop Poisoner. I mean, we'll create a food token, gain some life, yeah. We're not going to be able to like hit anything of meaning. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. I guess we'll go ahead and drop you so that we can go for the food token and the Gumdrop Poisoner. And I messed that up. Oopsie. So we could have went for the Restless Fortress. That was completely... Yeah, we had this one left over. So we could have gone... We could have dropped the Restless Fortress. I'm just a silly person. Don't play like me. Do not play like me. That was horrific. Shh, don't tell anyone. Alright, so we got the Ruin-Lurker Bat. I think we're going to keep that just because it is another flyer and it does a little more life, so that's what we want. Voice of the Blessed is now up in the air, so that's kind of nice. We don't get that Restless Fortress sound, which is going to eat away with me, but we're going to play through it. Not a big deal. I think we're still going to have to swing with Shelly. There's no way they want to trade the Warden. I cannot believe I miscounted that. That was pretty bad. Not getting that Restless Fortress down, but it is what it is. Do I want to swing with Shelly? Like, they do have Battle Cry with the little Sanguini there, so I think we're gonna hold off. Because at some point, I mean, we got rid of the Skrelv. It was kind of by my head there, but Lunarch Veteran, Warden of the Sky, Thalia, two Coppercoat Vanguards, as Sanguine Evangelist. Good lord, I cannot talk today. I can't talk ever, but especially not today. They got a Bat and the Battle Cry. What I'm a little bit nervous about is the Battle Cry. Because they swing with this Thalia, and things get a little yucky. So I think, well, yeah, they get the Baroque Thar. Ooh, okay. What are they going to take here? Are they going to take Shelly? I would have kind of thought they took away Amalia, honestly. But I guess Shelly does make sense. So, because something left, Luminous, we're going to go ahead and get the Voice of the Blessed and the Amalia, which is absolutely nice. Okay, let's go in. Voice of the Blessed, Amalia, Ruin-Lurker Bat. Yeah, we kind of know the drill there. But, you know, we're still working up the Amalia up to a 9/9. And eventually, if we can... Voice of the Blessed does actually get indestructible. So if we blow up the whole board, Voice of the Blessed can get indestructible. Which is, in my opinion, very, very cool. But not without the Warden of the Inner Sky. And then put that on bottom, which we always like to see when they scry. That means whatever they drew is not good. And it's not going to break this little stall that we got going on. Okay, and another Warden of the Inner Sky. It's taking them a while, but I understand. I completely understand, especially in a match like this. I don't know how long we've been going. Maybe like 15-ish, 20 minutes. I don't know. It always feels longer when you're playing, but I completely understand. Warden of the Inner Sky, gotta do your thing. Don't want to make a mistake like me with the Restless Fortress in a key matchup like this. All right, and a swing with the Warden of the Inner Sky. So 12-11. I think we're just gonna go ahead and take it. Again, we could chump. Well, I mean, I could chump block here. We do get another Phantom and another Bat, but because I have another, well, it's close. I know that I'm getting another Bat, so I guess we might as well get some more pingage. I guess it's not pinging. I'm not doing damage. There's no pinging, but is it pinging? I don't know. Either way. Either way, we get some more Bat action, and we're up to 11-11 on both our Amalia and our Voice of the Blessed, which is absolutely beautiful. Let's not be too stupid this time. We're going to get down this Restless Fortress. Which, of course, every time we swing in, even if they kill it, we do get a little bit... There we go, Aclazotz. So we got the little bats down now. Now we can go for the big ones. Let's go for Duress. We at least get to see what they're playing, which is kind of, you know, kind of nice. We can't do anything about it, but at least we know that the Adeline is there. So, yeah, I think... Yeah, we'll just do that. Okay, so... I think the way that we're going to win this match is going in for the Luminous Phantom. And just kind of pinging them away with Amalia. Because if they swing in, it's definitely going to be the death of them. So Adeline comes in. Again, not that big of a deal. Still think we're fine. I think we're completely fine. I just don't know if they're going to do like this big swing. I don't think they do, though. Even though they got Adeline, they've got the Sanguine Evangelist. I don't think... I mean, they have Battle Cry, but I don't think it's really in their best interest to swing in. We still had 28 life, so I don't think a swing is like very, very... I think it's more detrimental than supplemental then. Okay, let's go ahead and pass. Let's see if they want to attack. Oh, okay, so they are going to swing. Wow, okay. Alright, so everything except for the Baroque Thar. The Evangelist swings in, gives everything Battle Cry, and they're going to get a plus or a little 1/1. Okay, you know what? They gain life here, but I don't think we're in that much danger here. Let's go in for the bat here. I guess we'll take you. Let's just kill the most threatening thing we can. So I guess we'll kill you. We'll take the Voice of the Blessed, maybe kill the Amalia. Yeah, let's kill you. I mean, we'll get the life leak as well from the Gumdrop Poisoner, so that's nice. And we're going to get more life from everything, pretty much. So, I mean, what's the Voice of the Blessed going to block here? I guess kind of move my head around. And that's another Lunarch Veteran. I don't really want to block the Veterans just because they come back anyway. So it kind of gives them a little bit more like de facto value. So I think we're going to take the Voice of the Blessed. Kind of block out the with the... well, how are we going to deal with Thalia? Thalia's going to die. Actually, you know what? I mean... whatever. It's fine. I guess we'll let Thalia go through. I think we're, like, just sitting okay here. So we get down to 7. Playing a little, like, yeah, I don't know here. So Voice of the Blessed, we get +1/+1 counters on it, which is always nice. And eventually Amalia is going to be able to set us up. We're going to, again, with the Explore, we're just going for the Aclazotz. We're not even worried about anything else. That's all we're really worried about. So a lot of life gain here, and we do keep the Lunarch Veteran. I don't really care about their life gain so much as ours. All right, so my turn. Let's go ahead and get our Aclazotz. We absolutely love Aclazotz, so let's drop you. And gain life, more Voice of the Blessed Amalia action, which is of course nice. And we get another Voice of the Blessed. We might as well go for Voice of the Blessed, and I'm actually going to speed this up a little bit. We do have the Restless Fortress that we can kind of swing in on. And at this point, yeah, we can start swinging in with Voice of the Blessed. Yeah, that's completely fine. And wait, hold on. I think I may have missed an attack earlier, because Voice of the Blessed is indestructible. Ooh, I missed that, didn't I? Oh, that was dumb. Voice of the Blessed, yeah, it said indestructible basically this whole time. Why had I been killing the Warden of the Inner Sky? Wow. That's embarrassing. I'm still gonna, hey, I am proud. I am gonna show my mistakes on here. I don't care. We'll show it. Doesn't matter. So I missed the Voice of the Blessed. Yeah, this whole time. I have to go back and look at this, but yeah, Voice of the Blessed actually has indestructible. Gosh, that's pretty embarrassing. But we got the Voice of the Blessed here, and now Amalia is super close. When we blow up the board, Voice of the Blessed is going to survive. And we also have Aclazotz that's going to come back as a land. Yeah, I totally forgot about Voice of the Blessed having indestructible. I know he has Flying and Vigilance, but that's why you should probably read your cards, ladies and gentle mages. Alright, but at least you can watch me be a bonehead, and at least you're gonna watch Amalia slowly but surely get to 2020. 2020 vision, baby, come on, we got it. Okay, and so they decided they are gonna play. I thought they were gonna rope us out for a minute, but they are swinging. Okay, you gotta appreciate that. So let's go ahead and use that. I cannot believe we have indestructible this whole time on the Voice of the Blessed. Everyone that's probably watching this right now is like, man, what are you doing? And you know what? I don't know either. Look, we finally get some lifelink. We do kill the Warden of the Inner Sky. We get our Shelly back, and I think at this point, we do get the Voice of the Blessed and Amalia. We're gonna blow up the whole entire board. So after this long, agonizing match, you've seen enough. Amalia blows up the board. How wonderful is that? Voice of the Blessed stays because of the indestructible that I know now. But either way, look, we got the Voice of the Blessed and Amalia. Amalia and the Voice of the Blessed is going to end up finishing this matchup 24-24 and a 24-24. One of them's got indestructible, one of them has ward. 22 life. Obviously, they can just throw up these little like luminous phantoms from the graveyard to kind of block us out, but it just kind of delays the inevitable. I think this Voice of the Blessed and the Amalia, Sanguine and yeah, okay, that's fine. What else you got here? Another flyer and a Skrell. That's oh well, I guess they can kind of ward us off for another turn here. We do have the Temple of Aclazotz, so the Bat deck. Absolutely love how this played out. Again, sorry for the sloppy gameplay. I know we missed that Restless Fortress and missed out on Voice of the Blessed having indestructible. I know that there was at least one combat where I didn't like recollect that. Oopsie. But nevertheless, I don't want to, you know, hey, it still is what it is. Let's go for the Temple of the Dead and Arise Aclazotz. We have to do this as a sorcery, so we are going to do this. And we might as well go for Lunarch Veteran. Again, there's no way. This is a creature deck. There's no way they have some sort of mass like Sunfall or something like that. I would crap my... Oh, they actually can't even cast Sunfall, so we're good there. But yeah, this game has been pretty freaking wild. I think the game is like almost 30 minutes. I'm going to have to do a lot of editing in this match, but that is okay. It is going to be all worth it from the Voice of the Blessed and the Amalia. They got some chump blockers here, but again, I still think we're going to be able to edge them out, and we take it. Cran V, how you doing here? Or is it Cran 5? It could be a Roman numeral, I don't know. Either way, how you doing here? Looking pretty good. Again, a lot of times with this deck, you can kind of have like a really, really awkward like mana base here, but I think we're looking okay. I got the Cave, got a Gumdrop Poisoner. We're not going to be able to miss out on Voice of the Blessed on turn 2 or Liliana. And of course, we got Aclazotz, so. Turn 1, really nothing. Well, I think we're going to pay it. It just kind of sucked, but paying life against mono red, presumably, is never that fun. But, you know, oh, they're highlighting their hand, so you know they most likely have a play with fire. That makes me a little nervous here to go for Voice of the Blessed. I still think we're going to do it. Still think we're going to do it. If they got it, they're just going to go and kill it. We still have the Aclazotz. Ooh, wow, really? So nothing there. That's nice. But Aclazotz just absolutely dismantles mono red. With the lifelink, and it can kind of come back, is so good. So Monster's Rage comes out to play. Not a big deal. Down to 13, which of course is not great. But Liliana, ooh, Restless Fortress. I still cannot believe that last match. I forgot to drop that Restless Fortress. Forgot. We're not going to forget this time. If Voice of the Blessed can get indestructible, we're not going to mess up this time. So, Liliana the Veil, let's just go ahead and just get rid of this little Swift Spear.
Enough
and I guess we'll keep the Voice of the Blessed. It's kind of just hanging out here in case they've got some hate. We know they have haste stuff, so I guess we'll kind of just have it chill here for a second. We're not going to win the match by outspeeding them anyway, so that's exactly why. So Squee, we can at least block off the 1-1, because Liliana's going to die anyway, so this is fine. Yep, completely fine with me. Alright. A Lunarch Veteran. So now it's a little bit weird, because, like, do we want to drop the Gumdrop Poisoner? Or do we want to go for Veteran? Yeah, I think we're going to do this, because I really want to drop the Aclazotz on turn 5. So let's go for the Lunarch Veteran, and we're not going to be able to get into the Gumdrop Poisoner, but we can gain 3 life with the food. I think I'm going to do it now. In case they have a play with fire, I think I'd rather just do this now. Just put up to a 3-3, because if we wait for it, then they're gonna just shock it. Well, play with fire shock, same difference. So Gadra comes out to play. I don't love that. I definitely do not love that. So, especially because they can go for like Monstrous Rage or something like that. But I think we do have Aclazotz though. Like Aclazotz should be able to kind of save us if they do have that dreaded Monstrous Rage card, which they usually do. I guess we'll. Oh no! Wow. Okay, that is really nice. If they had End the Festivities, I'd be kind of... Well, I guess they couldn't, but... Kamana faces Kazakhstan, so no more of that. That feels absolutely wonderful. So now, I think we're just going to drop the Aclazotz. The only problem with the Aclazotz... is... If they have a Frenzy, I still think we could lose, but the Voice of the Blessed does get up a little bit now. If they go for Witchstalker Frenzy, I'm a little bit nervous about that, because that just takes care of the Aclazotz, and then it has to come in tapped when it does come back in. So we are still a little at risk, but we got the Gumdrop Poisoner as well. So this is actually a little bit bigger of a sweat than it should be. Okay, Phoenix Chick. Let's see if they swing off. They do, of course. Mono Red does Mono Red things. So what do we want to do here? Witchstalker Frenzy. There is that gosh darn Frenzy. They always have it. They always have it. I think we're just gonna have to sell out. If they have the rage, at least it'll die. Oh, a lightning strike. Okay, so a lightning strike on the Voice of the Blessed means it's not going to my face, which is kind of nice. And another poisoner, which is nice. So now there's a lot of things we can do. We could go for Temple of the Dead. I think we're going to. So if I just drop the Gumdrop Poisoner, I think it's a little bit weaker here. If we can establish Aclazotz, I think that's a little bit better here. So even with the Veteran, we can just kind of just chump block whatever they have, because it's going to go away with the Etching of Kamano anyway. And then I can go for the throw on their most menacing creature. Okay, so 7 life. If we can just live this turn, I think we'll be fine, because we have the Aclazotz with lifelink and 2 Gumdrop Poisoners, so this is okay. Yep, this is fine. And I'm going to go for the throat right as they go for attackers, just because I don't need an additional 1-1 to deal with. And we still have a Lunarch Veteran. And again, the Lunarch Veteran does get exiled because of the etching, which is unfortunate. So what are we going to take? Is it worth it? Is it fruitful to block the 1-1? Or should we just chump block the etching just for the raw damage? And maybe we just shouldn't. So I am planning on dropping the Gumdrop Poisoner. And they're tapped out. So because they are tapped out, I think we can make that play. And we do get rid of we get rid of anything we want, really. So swinging with the Aclazotz, they do have to discard a card, which is wonderful, and we get that delicious lifelink. Beautiful. So let's go for the Poisoner. Now that we gain 4 life, we can just take care of the Chick. The only thing I'm worried about with the Chick is they can just bring it back. So maybe I think I do want to just get rid of the Chick, though. Lunarch Veteran does give us back up to 7. I guess we'll get rid of... I guess the Kamano. It is a little close, though. It is pretty close. Because maybe we just force them to beat us through the ground. Because if they go for Phoenix Chick, they can kind of bring it back if they have like Squeer. I don't know. I don't want to be too critical. Oh, it does not matter. We take it. il-Kor, how you doing here? All right, let's go ahead and keep this. Got the bat. Looking pretty good here. Okay, so turn 1, we drop the bat. Go for Amalia. As long as we have that, we're looking good. Got some Duress action. No Sunfall. What else can you want, you know? Okay, there we go. That was a long rope, il-Kor. We're not starting off on a good foot here. That was a long edit out. Okay. Whew. We got the Ruin-Lurker Bat, and you know things are back to normal. Hopefully, il-Kor. We're gonna go ahead and play. Oh my gosh. We're gonna take. Oh my. So okay. They used their timeout. I'm so mad. They used their timeout and went all the way down just to play a swamp. So they were literally, if you notice, they went ew, and then just as soon as it clicked, they hit their land drop, and then because they were just gonna give it up. That is sinister, and now they're just playing. That honestly is worse than roping itself. Like just roping until you have 0 timeouts, using all your timeouts, and then you're playing. Like if you're gonna make me wait that long, I do just want the free win. I'm not gonna lie, but that is okay. Now we're not even gonna let you fluster me. I'm a little flustered. It's okay. We are going to beat you up bad here. I'm gonna go ahead and do the Gumdrop Poisoner, hold up to go for the throw, or we can just go for the food token. Yeah, let's just do this because I wanna discover here, or explore. I guess it's you know, for using the thesaurus, it's like the same thing, but I think it's a little bit better than just dropping the Gumdrop Poisoner. I don't know. Graveyard Trespasser, not that big of a deal. Actually, I kind of like this, especially with Amalia, just because, I mean, if we're drawing into stuff, we don't really care that much. So let's go for Shelly. Kind of a little risky move. Obviously, playing black, they can just kind of remove the Shelly. So maybe we were probably better off going for the throat and then discarding the Duress, but I think as long as we keep Amalia, the upside of having Shelly is kind of good. So another Shelly, this is actually really, really good. This is probably the best thing that could have happened. We'd much rather them play a Shelly than kill our Shelly, because now we do this, and whenever we draw, Shelly gets to allow us to explore. And I kind of hope we do. Duress, say no. Because, I mean, when we explore, we do get card advantage that way, so we can probably go for the throw on the Trespasser a little bit better. So we get rid of the Sorin, and now all we're staring at is an underdog, and that is actually not that bad of a deal for us. 24-18. I think we're just gonna chill here. I don't want them to double block Shelly, even though that would be a 2-for-1. But I don't think we really have to. I think we can just kind of sit pretty, especially with Shelly and Amalia. They do go into, you know, a de facto little combo here. And plus we have enough. I think we have enough. I don't really want to swing in here because I would assume they would double straight with the Shelly, but I don't know. Maybe not. Alright, so nothing. It does go nighttime, which is absolutely fine with me. We're going to gain 2 life here, which is going to set off the Amalia. Let's see if we can get into... There we go. We get into the Thran Portal, which at this point does come in tapped and hits us for damage every single turn. So I think we're pretty okay to ditch that for the go for the throat. So let's go for Liliana. I'm not going to discard. Hello, Lily.
When I win,
I'm not going to go for the discard because they just discard the underdog, and it's just like... I mean, we didn't really get that much value out of it, so Mishra's Foundry, I mean, that's okay with me. I mean, that's okay. They just get rid of a land. I mean, that can't be too good.
One of your friends has to leave.
Alrighty, so I think we are just going to go for the throw on the Glutton here, and then just kind of discard the Thran Portal. Yeah, the Thran Portal's not really doing too much later in the game, and now we can actually be a little bit more aggressive here. Again, with Lily, I think... Well, we have to... Let's swing with Shelly and not the Amalia, just in case they have something here. I think we want to block... We want to keep a blocker for Liliana. I guess it's still worth it to kind of keep her around. So they go for Tenacious Underdog, but this is not a good move on their part. So if we keep the Liliana, they're going to be wanting to do this, but this is okay with me. When this dies, they have to draw, and Shelly's just going to hit them again. So I mean, like, whatever.
It's no fun when they hit back.
So they draw, but they're basically tapped out, and even if they did have a cut down, which is like the only thing they could play, it doesn't really help them at all either. So yeah, just goodbye, you Roper. Goma, how you doing here? So not in love with this. We don't have 2 white sources for the Voice of the Blood. Oh, well, that was a mulligan. Let's go ahead and give them the friendly mulligan. Hello, everybody needs a friend when you take a mulligan. But at least we do have double bats going on. So we got the Ruin-Lurker Bat, we got the Deep-Cavern Bat. Things could be worse. Alright, ooh, Illuminator Virtuoso. So, okay, so Cave is very, very nice. Let's drop the Takenuma. Yeah, let's just go for that. I don't want to miss my Liliana land drop here. And I don't know what, just Liliana land drop, it made no sense. Okay, Deep-Cavern Bat, let's take a look at what you got here. Because every time they target themselves, they're going to be able to draw. So I think we're going to take away... I guess we'll just take away the anger here. Let's not be angry. This is the new year. It's 2024 now. Like, let's just be happy. And definitely not going to be chump blocking either. So let's might as well get our lifelink in because this double strike is very, very annoying. So here comes the conniving. Here comes the fun. But I think we have this within reach, especially if they just have the Virtuoso. We have Liliana, and we just make it sacrifice. So even if they have Valorous Stance, we just have Liliana, and the sacrifice just gets around it. So this is not that threatening. Let's drop you, and let's just go for none other than our beautiful Liliana. And we're just gonna make them sacrifice. Valor Stance is not gonna do anything about this. So
nobody knows.
Virtuoso goes bye-bye. Monster's Rage. That's interesting. So they're gonna connive. That just reeks of desperation. Because, like, what are you like? I mean, are they just trying to connive to kind of like maybe get an answer to like give it hexproof? Like that wouldn't even matter because they're sacrificing. So I don't know. That Monster's Rage was definitely very weird. I don't know what that was all about, but this deck is kind of like a glass cannon in that regard. They pretty much need that one creature to protect it, and then once you get rid of that one thing, if you can, they're pretty much it's over. Like, oh, all right, let's go and blow them a kiss. They are roping us. Salty ropers. Bad. I think they should just automatically just kind of like explode. But it is what it is. We'll go ahead and play it out. I'm having a good time. Why not? So let's go and play down the Sadistic Pilgrim. We could have gone for the Voice of the Blessed, but I think getting the Sadistic Pilgrim and then going for the Voice of the Blessed sounds pretty good. Okay. So no explosion really. So I guess we'll go for the Lurker Bat. I'm really surprised though, they have no more timeouts, but I guess they'll explode at some point. But either way, whatever. Let's go for Liliana Veil. Let's just get rid of the Voice of the Blessed. I definitely don't want to get rid of the Go for the Throat, just because if they do get something crazy, we just kind of want that. So a Shelly, we don't have enough land for the Shelly, so I guess we'll just put that away. I guess Restless Fortress is fine, but we're kind of looking for a little bit better. So let's see if they decide to play. I don't know what is up with the Ropers today. It feels like it's been pretty bad. Are we good? Are they going to explode this time? They are, and we finally get the dub after all that waiting.